Hey, what's up? What the people? You see the little man right there? Bam, he's smashing that like hard. He's doing his job, and I wish everybody would do the same. Look at my little dude right there. He's mashing that thing, man. He's mashing that thing. Look, just check him out. Check him out. Look at him. That's all he does all day for me. All he does all day for me. Um, you know, welcome everybody to White Wall on Radio here on YouTube. It's a platform where everyone has a voice. Um, for the shitty fathers out there, I don't know if you've heard of this or not, but there's a platform for you. Um, go ahead and look at the screen right now. Go ahead and start up a You Suck and, tell your stories about your failures, your lies, your empty promises, and everything in between. But make sure we hit the like, no matter what color we are. Alrighty, moving along. Um, so, what's up, Lubella? We're going to take a quick break. Hello, any pets. I appreciate you. And you know what I mean. Appreciate you. Um, Shout out to our robots, the one that was smashing a like, the one that is in the chat. So here we are, people. Let's just get the elephant out the room real fast. I've been covering the Doug from Live Northport tomorrow. There will be an updated a video dropping. As far as updates, I want to say a few things. Um, First and foremost, the first surgery went good. Cracking jokes, the Doug that we know. And the second surgery is scheduled for tomorrow. At this time, that is all I can bring you. Want everyone to remember the last video that I dropped was about a fan page on Facebook. I've had my email, my wife's email blown up. I want to be clear when I say this. Under no circumstances did me or my wife make a fan page for Doug. No siree, Bob. If you go to the last live that I did, the last live that I did, 3.5 hours, the last hour of that live, you will see in real time us figuring this out and the choice not to do it because it comes with problems. I've never done a fundraiser. I've never done a fan page. It's just not what this channel's about. I don't like exploiters. I don't like shit dads. I don't like scumbag obsessed people. On YouTube, you see a lot of clout for the wrong reason, for views, clicks, and whatever have you. Over here on this channel, I try to take it a different way, the total opposite of the average YouTuber. I try to stick up for the small person. Sometimes it bites me in the ass. Most of the time it doesn't, and there's a good feedback about it. Um, so that's all I can tell everybody about Doug for tonight. However, tomorrow there'll be a video dropping with a little bit more insight on the situation. So check it out. And we will catch up this weekend on another live because to be honest with everybody, tonight was not a live that I want to do. I don't have much time. So I'm kind of talking fast. The reason for this live tonight, while I'm tired, is because before Doug's live from Northport, God bless, we keep him in our prayers. Shout out to Walmart. You see the Squid Game. Thank you for the comments on my Walmart shirts. Listen, my wardrobe's Walmart. I gotta keep it real. Walmart and Amazon. However, there was a young lady. I was fortunate enough to have a few subscribers of mine share to me today a link. And I shared the link. Stan. The Stand. Friend of Ernie, Jimbo, you guys know who it is. Shout out to both Ernie and shout out to Jimbo. They had Breezy on, who's the daughter of Benny Keys. And before I go any further, even talk about this, the thumbnail of this video has her Cash App. Her Cash App is $Breezy Baby 2004. I know that because I donated to it myself, and I tried to promote this young woman to start her own channel. Um, it was a 3 hour live. I went on the panel a few times. I clicked off, and it hurt to watch. It hurt to watch. Her mom came up and said some things, but it hurt to watch this young lady. And Breezy, if you're watching, um, you reach out to me for anything you need. Um, but I want to talk about some things because directly after that, I wanted to see the response of said coward. Now, said coward. Now, please, on the comments, just let me roll with it. I'll get there. I got ADD. Said coward. I don't know the guy. Um, Months back, similar case. We all know the same story. I've said it multiple times. There's no sense for me to repeat myself. And if you don't know the situation, go about 6 months back, look for Operation Coward, look for a coward on the thumbnail with a lot of views. My advice to you, or just read the chat. Someone brought this guy. Well, he was threatening some people that I was okay with at the time, and as a good friend, something I always tell my wife on the internet and in real life. I actually tell her this more so in real life than I do on the internet. But I tell her, what do I say about friends? We are better friends than what?
We're better friends to other people than they are to us.
We're better friends to other people than they are to us. Something that I guess has cursed me for my entire life. But it's okay. Being that I stood up for these people, I got involved in this dude, and at first this guy was a joke, personally, and just keeping it real with everybody. However, as soon as I responded to this coward dude, I did the same thing that I did with the Doug live from Northport situation. Legal in a gym. Let's bang it out. I want to know how tough you really are. And just like Jason, zero response. Crickets, if you will. Um, I was almost going to leave it right there. But my emails and my Twitter and my Instagram blew up. Why? Because I pushed back. Because I gave it to this coward. And nobody else did. In the true crime genre, it's very tricky. You have people who befriend him to be safe and to have a planned narrative, and then you have people who don't take a shit but get ganged up on. But here comes somebody a little bit different in the genre. And what happened with me is I was getting blasted with calls, people trying to trick me as if though I'm brand new to YouTube. No, I've been doing it a long time. I'm just here now. But they're trying to trick me, coerce me, buddy with me, and I was reading through people. And there will be actually one more video of this coward about the whole situation of Operation Coward. I want to break in detail. That is for my longtime subscribers, people who have been paying attention and all this. But that video is not for tonight. Tonight we're going to talk about Breezy. Like I said, after I watch the live, which I jumped on the panel a few times, I actually spoke with Benny Key's daughter personally multiple times. And the mother, the ex-wife of this daughter. Many of you have heard me joke, and you hear me say, your ex-wife came home and caught you getting sucked off by her brother-in-law. Okay, it's verified tonight many times. Many times. But before Lene came on, We had Breezy. And like I said, I was in the entire chat. It hurt. It hurt. It hurt because I watched the Cowards video in response. And what he said. The normal narcissist will take the situation off him and put it back at the person. Watching this video, I didn't really get the hint that he was giving it back to his daughter per se, but more or less his the mother of his daughter. It's her fault. But it doesn't matter what scumbag dad there is in the world. What they all fail to realize is his response actually was, "She never knew me. I was never in her life." But that's false. She was. She admitted that at one time she went to live with him. It didn't work out. And if you've been through this in the chat, because I have, and when I'm watching the girl, I saw a little bit of myself, just in a different way. What most shitbag fathers who don't give a fuck do is make it all not about them, how it's not their fault. But what every single one does, including mine, is forget, because they're dealing with a minor, as if this minor doesn't have a brain and can't think for themselves. Remember, memory. You know, you ask anybody in that situation about their childhood, they're going to tell you bad and good. And in that situation, usually the bad outweighs the good, but it never leaves. You always remember. And I want to help her. I donated to her. I helped her. She's a woman now, 18 years old. They grow up fast. We helped to her car troubles. But I want to say this, man. Look, what's today's date? Somebody in the chat, let me know what today's date is. July what? 7th? 6th? If you go back, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you're not familiar with the situation, look for the coward thumbnails. Okay? If you go back, and I'll play it just to verify everything that I'm saying, and I have screenshots as well. I was going through it with this weirdo right around the time where I had all the emails coming at me. I don't know this man from a hole in the wall. It's not that serious. It's just the internet. However, there was a time when he claimed his sister died. And I've said it multiple times. I've showed the screenshots. I literally recorded myself calling the guy, because in my head, as a grown man, not as a young woman, as a grown man, what I said was, something's not right. Why is this guy calling me on the day his sister died to talk shit about the internet? Ask yourself at home, if you've ever lost anyone real close to you, would you be grieving? Would you be with your family? Or would you be internet beefing with somebody that you do not know? And somebody that you barely internet beef with? I think everybody would choose A or B. It happened. It's documented. And I'm going to show you. The young woman's not lying. He doesn't have a sister. It was a junkie person that he barely knows. You know, this is the problem, man. I have a big problem with all of this. A big problem with all of this. I don't mind taking on bullies. I don't mind standing up for people. I don't mind helping people that got abused. I don't care if it's Jody Sue. I don't care if it's Sue Jody. If I find that if I feel like you're getting bullied, I will get in there for you and I'll stop it because I'm going to force the person who's doing it to do a legal boxing match or stop. And if they choose to ignore it, like Benny did, like Jason will, any of these exploiters, then I will do whatever. I will make parody videos. I will literally redirect my channel to solely focus directly on you, not lose one subscriber behind it, because every subscriber knows my heart. You can't let this guy sit here and turn it around on that young woman. It's not the only lie that he said. I jumped on that panel twice because I wanted to validate what these women are speaking about. I have literally went in for people that I don't know, but I read the horror stories. Not all of them are true, but most of them are. The ones that aren't true are mostly creators. Examples: everybody knew and thought at one point that I'm going to Dallas for Operation Coward. Am I going to go? Will I go? That's no one's business. What I won't ever do is make the same dumb mistakes that all of you, not people who have emailed me, creators, what you've done. I'm not going to do the same path that you've done. I'm not going to follow your steps. I'm going to do it my way. I don't care if you share my videos. I don't care if you talk about me in my lives. It does not win my loyalty. I've already proven on YouTube you cannot buy me. That's why I was in the predicament with this coward to begin with. However, just like you can go back, and I'm about to play and show, months ago, that I'm like, why is this guy calling me? His sister just died. Something's not adding right. It's not adding up. Something's not right. Nobody caught that. A few did. But the same way that you go to stay at the stand and watch this interview, it's 3 hours. Breezy's mother comes up. Lene. Shout out to both those women. Lene's been on YouTube before with Nina Boy. The interview, they talked about a lot of things. This is where I obtained the information that I always joke about when I say the ex-wife walked in and this guy was getting sucked off by her brother-in-law. This is where I obtained the information from. However, I took it upon myself to reach out to Lene. Now you can go back in lives and hear me say this. I can show you the Instagram DM right now, which I will. Months ago, that woman said no. She didn't want to do it. And she also said, I've actually showed it on prior lives. She said she didn't want to do it because fear for her daughter. And I jumped up on the panel exactly when she was breaking this down and reminded her, you know, Because what she told me, and I'll show you here in a second, was the last time that happened, this coward destroyed her life. I'll take some comments in a second, and I want to tell you about people and dudes who don't pay child support and how much I respect them. But it doesn't matter if you're a minion of his, subscribe to his. But I want everyone to think tonight about people who are friends with him, right? Um, really, I want people to really take some deep thought into that. And you should absolutely go to the stand and watch the entire video, um, without a doubt. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. And then I watched the coward justify it. And what happened then was it wasn't his fault. None of it. It's what all these scumbag dudes do. It's the same story every single time, man. Every single time. You know what you don't ever hear? Um, I worked with a guy once, man. His name was Roy. This dude got out of federal prison. Federal prison. He was years behind on his child support. He got out, worked in a fast food restaurant, humbled himself, worked into a better job, got more money, got a little efficiency, got a better job from there. He kept moving on. He paid his entire child support off. Okay, 12 years in the joint. His entire child support off. He then hired a lawyer, took the birth mother to court, won custody of his kids, and they now live with him and have the most utmost respect for that man. The utmost respect for that man. I cannot stand dudes like what that young woman was speaking about. I think about like who is friends with who on YouTube, who has called me, who has tried to run game on me of all people, and a few names come to mind. Even when I told these people I'm going to go to Dallas and beat this dude, okay? Because I was at that point at some time. I get pretty emotional about this shit. Um, I'm going to tell y'all, man, a lot of creators are full of fucking shit. They were just trying to be buddy buddy, man. I would literally single-handedly call and talk to these people and see them jump on the panel. Some of these people telling me, and texting me police reports with the man's name in it. But then I would see them and urge me to do what I got going on. But then I would see them jump on a panel and ha ha kiki. Some creators told me that this man interacted in between their marriage, their boyfriend, that their boyfriend would get jealous because in between conversations, she would send a heart. And her man would see and say, "Why are you sending a heart to Benny?" But then I saw this person collab with him. Some creators just ride his dick for whatever reason. And the last laugh is on you right now. Like, I'm asking the people at home, like, raise your hand. Can you honestly say that you have a friend that says, I exploit kids? Has your friend ever say, you want to get rich, find a missing kids case and exploit the shit out of it? Would you legitimately hang with that person on the street? Like, why is it acceptable on YouTube? I don't think people understand the pain in that young woman's eyes. Because I'm watching her tell it. I'm speaking to her. Yes, I was joking a little bit to ease the tension because I've been in that girl's spot. I remember, man, empty promises. I remember, man, how shitty it feels. I remember the psychological fuck growing up. So sure, I was cracking jokes to ease the tension. But one thing I didn't see that young woman do was stutter, get confused. She spoke clearly, educated, smart, firm, and comfortable. Those are signs of hurt. This scumbag, man. I saw you in there, Bluebell. I appreciate the comment. I saw you in there. Listen, man. You know, here's the biggest weird part about this with me, and I told his own daughter this. I told her I look at your dad and I see a coward because he wouldn't get in the ring, and he picks on women. But after I said that, time went on, and the young lady's mom came on to join her, the person that I DM'd, and here I'll show you that mother was telling the truth. She was telling the God honest truth. Go find the interview and say, and you'll hear me say, "Do you remember when I DM'd you?" You know, people, I've told you all this. I remember coming on YouTube and telling you everybody. I actually made two videos. There's a video of me where I have no shirt on in my front porch. This dude was emailing me, texting me, calling me, blowing my messages up. Good. But there's some comments, man. I think my internet went, or I'm sorry, the battery went. What's up for the love of horse? How you doing? This is a scumbag, man. People. I don't know really how else to tell you. It's disgusting, man. Yeah, I don't believe that. Whatever this after dark is, that's weird, man. Somebody give that person a timeout. Matter of fact, block that person. That's not true. You sound like an idiot. I have a strong feeling that you're a woman, um, and you're a minion. The problem is, man, you're sticking up for a dirt ball, and you cannot be a mother. You can't be a father either. You have to be. If I have to take a guess at you, man, I mean, I'll give you my best shot because we'll never see you again. Get rid of this guy and rage after dark. Never want to see this person in my chat again. You have a 18-year-old young woman, man, and telling her pain, man. Yeah, that's not. She wasn't looking down at a piece of paper she wrote on. You know, it's all coming from the head, man. Um, you don't have kids. I could tell. Um, please ban that person. Scumbag. That's your definition of cold, weird minion. Um, which it's more disturbing with when you understand the whole aspect of this thing. I don't have a problem taking on these scumbags, but I get deep in it and I get involved in it. I got ADD, so I go in. You can only tell what I put out. I already told you all about Operation Coward in full. Um, you know, that girl is not lying. It just goes to show you the little that this guy knew. When the sister thing came up, I didn't even say anything. I was on the panel. I knew there was no sister. It all made sense. It all started to click. If you ever been on a live to me, if you ever been in a live of mine, when it all starts to click and I start putting it together, I ain't never been wrong. It all made sense. Um, I asked everybody a few months ago. I'll try to find the video, people. Nobody that you know loses a close relative and is on the internet, um, texting, calling, commenting, um, it, like a psychotic ex girlfriend. It's bad. And then to make the matters worse, I called the dude. I'm like, let me. It didn't make any sense to me. I'm like, let me. I'm like, this dude's sister died. Nah, something's not right here. And I call him. And he nuts up. He nuts up. I'll show you. I mean, any real sub knows, but I'll show you. Matter of fact, so tell me that how she's lying because she doesn't know the sister. No, no, man. You're lying on the girl. You already hurt the person. You know what? If anyone really paid attention to that interview, for 18 years old, that girl knew a lot about the foster system, a lot about disability, a lot about the laws, the ages, everything in detail. I mean, that's not good. Look, man. But for clicks and views on YouTube, people will sell their soul. Some people, I don't say that all people who click and are cool with him are scumbags. I think some don't know the severity of it, but most do, and I think they just like think it's cool for their internet persona or whatever. But in real life, they can't. They would not be caught dead with this guy. I mean, he's a scumbag. This is the day his daughter died, so called. Excuse me. His sister died, which was brought up in today's thing, and nobody was lying. I called this shit out months ago. This is not normal behavior from anyone who loses a close relative. Texting, calling, emailing. This is when I blocked them. I'm like, it's just like, what the frig? And so I call them back. There you go. This is not normal behavior. Not even a little bit.
What seems to be the emergency? Who's this? What seems to be the emergency? For emails, texts. What? What seems to be the emergency?
Nuts up. Nuts up.
What seems to be the emergency? What seems to be the emergency? Who's this? What seems to be the emergency?
All quiet.
For
When
emails,
someone pushes
texts.
back, gives it back to them. This dude is a joke, man. I took it upon myself to help people, man, but at the same time, a lot of people seeking help or trying to run game on you, and there's a lot of creators I'm gonna put out here in the next few days. I'm gonna think real smart about how I do it. And I'm sorry, man, if you subscribe to them, but over here on White Boy Lockdown Radio, I keep it 1,000. And everybody knows that. This dude is a coward, man. I don't like dirtball dads. I don't like kids who have been through shit mentally, and for their dad to have a platform and be able to shit all over them. That's not right, man. That's not right. I'm not even looking at the chat. Minions and cult members, they're going to be real quiet tonight. They're even embarrassed for them. It's pretty sick. Uh, it's pretty sick, people. Sure, I would have loved, like, it'd be my Christmas gift for 17 years, man, if that dude would agree to get in a boxing ring. I would hate that dude. But I mean, everything that was talked about tonight, I don't want to say that I feel sorry. Things I'm not even gonna bring things up that we're talking about tonight because I think that some things that happened to this guy happened, and there's real need for some psychiatric help, counseling that led to what you see here. But the weirdest thing about this interview, and if I could tell you, if you only knew the amount of emails that I got regarding this guy, the amount of emails I got on Ben Hill Road with the log and the group text, my wife included, um, the amount of emails, people getting hurt, the amount of creators that have hit me up. Um, if you only all really knew, man, I don't know how to really explain it to you, but the sickest part, man, is so many people would tell me like this guy's a serial killer, and every single time I heard that, I laughed. I'm like, he's a pussy on wheels, okay? But if I have to keep it 1,000% honest, so many emails, comments, and then to hear his own family say that. Well, they said he's every trait of it was very weird for me. Can't even really put it in words. This dude's just a coward, man. I will put together one more video on this putz. this coward, this bitch, and that's about it, people. I have helped a lot of people with this dude. He harasses everybody but white boys. And if you could learn one thing from this man, push back on them bitch boys. Push back when you're getting bullied. Bully the bully. Bully the bully. Push back. Give it back to them. And maybe before tonight, you didn't have the ammo. You couldn't. But just hop over to the Stan's channel on my last community post and click the video. And you will have everything that you need to push back on this coward. And I hope if you get terrorized, harassed, and bullied, I hope that you just utilize and word it the correct way to sting him where it hurts, right in the heart. Right in the heart. That's where he needs it. If you think that girl in that interview was not speaking from her heart, then you don't have kids. Then you don't have kids. And you know about as much as parenting as Benny Keys does. Not much. What's up, Ash and Emmy? Good mother right there. Look at her. Profile picture with her kid. It's in her screen name. That's a good mom right there. That type of parent right there, that type of parent right there thinks about her kid every second and every minute of the day. Up into the point she created a YouTube channel and made sure she not only put a picture of her kid in her profile picture, but the name. You will never catch a scumbag like Benny Keys doing something like this. No. What he'll do is put down his daughter. How it's the mom's fault. No, man, no. You know what I never heard the dude that I used to work with say? He did years in federal prison, owed thousands of dollars in back child support. He paid every red dime off, moved up in jobs, took his ex-spouse to court, got custody. I never heard that dude say nothing about the mother. Not one negative word. Nothing. But the odds of someone doing that is so small. You know. But to compare the situation, this dude's never been in prison. He snitched. Every bit of his life is covered all over it, highlighted. He had every ample opportunity to get in his daughter's life. It makes me sick to watch somebody not be able to own it, somebody not be able to just be real, man. And that's what I hate about YouTube, man. There's not a lot of real people on here, man. The realest people on here are in the comment section. I swear to God. It's pretty sick. This dude took pictures of his daughter and made a Tinder account and put it online to adult men looking for women. People. I can't talk about this guy too much more. I really can't. That's disgusting. That is fucking disgusting. That is fucking disgusting. Who does that, man? Who does that? I get mad. I want to really hurt that guy bad. Just for his daughter. for doing a sick thing like that. Who does that? That is a piece of shit. It's sickening, man. It's sickening. You know, it's sickening, man. There's no excuses for a shitty dad. None. None. When the girl told the story about the car, you know, I got a kid. I got kids. And when you tell a kid something, you have to follow through with it. You have to, especially when they're young. You could not give a kid empty promises. They'll remember that, man. They remember that. They remember. It doesn't matter because they're not 18 yet. They remember. You can't do that, man. It's wrong. It's wrong on every fucking level, man. You don't do that type of shit. You just don't do. He's been done multiple times. But gullible, dumb people, I can't even say that. I take that back. He makes so many channels. Listen, I'm forgetting a squad of people right now. There is a select few. Uh, I actually want to correct myself with what I said tonight about back to people emailing me. There is a select number of people who have really been hurt by the dude, and they will do whatever in their power it takes to get their hurt back. And I mean that what any means necessary. Okay, I've met quite a few of them people. You may not see them in the comments a lot, but trust me, man, they got things going on outside of YouTube. Trust me. I will make a final video about this. It just makes me sick to watch not only his daughter, but her mom. Come on. Nobody stuttered. They weren't nervous. They're like naturals. I encourage them, and please, Breezy, if you're watching this, which you very well may be, you have my word. I will send you some more money on Friday if your car gets fixed. You're good at this. Your dad likes to say, "You're not too good at this." He tells everybody that. Like he's ever done anything good in life. You are good at this. You should start one up. I tried to encourage this young lady in the chat. I don't know if I could not read her that well, but I think she may have been thinking about it. But what aggravated me is I kept posting the Cash App, just like the thumbnail. I sent her a few dollars. I think people were messaging her on an app, like a Facebook or whatever. I hope if you did that and you asked the question and it got answered, I hope you sent something towards the young lady. Look, y'all see her dad. Y'all know her dad. He's a piece of shit. Help her out, man. Help her out and encourage her. I don't care if you catch this replay. Leave it in the comments when it reloads. Encourage the young woman to get her story out. I know a lot of you will support that. A lot of you will support her. These type of things bother me. I don't like dudes like this, man. I really don't like dudes like this. They always have something to say. It's never their fault, man. And the people that follow them never hold them accountable. And that's disgusting because let's face it, man. True crime is a very high percentage is women. I mean, where are the stand-up women at? Where? How could you follow that? How? How do you support that? How? It's disgusting, man. What's up, DC, man? Ash, man. This is what I'm talking about. Ernie Shell, The Stand. If you go to my community, I post a link. Benny Keys had this guy, The Stand, Jimbo, interviewed Benny Keys' daughter. She's 18. She confirmed everything I've been saying for the last 6 months. And any other channel who's had the nuts to speak out against him. Because every single time that happens, these other channels that butt buddy with them, they group up and attack. But not only did she confirm everything, her mom, which would be his ex, came on as well and confirmed it all. I'm talking about, I'm specifically speaking about Benny Keys' daughter and her mother. It's in my last community post. It's disgusting, man. I talked to her, I donated to her, I jumped on there like 3-4 times. But what was disturbing and why I'm aggravated is his response to it was, it's the mom. Oh, I'm okay. It's the mom's fault. It's the mom's fault. I mean, the young lady clearly said, he tries to say, oh, I haven't known you since you're 2 years old. She's letting that rip. She's like, when I was 2, this happened. When I was 10, this happened. Then I moved back with him a few years ago for 30 days and this and that. She lets it rip. She lets it rip. She said she's got a sense of humor. She said, yeah, dudes are playing. He was playing in dudes' booties and this and that. The stepbrother got brought up. I said, well, damn. You mean to tell me if he farted, he was painting the wall white? I try to loosen it up a bit. And then Lene came on. So when you caught him with the stepbrother, when you questioned him, did his breath smell like booty? I have to loosen it up a bit. But man, there was some pissed off women. It's not going to take me till tonight on this live to tell you, if you're a dude out there listening, the worst thing you want to do for your personal business is piss off a woman, because they're going to air it all out. And that's just the cold hard facts of life. I'm sorry to break it to you if you haven't learned that yet. You might want not to have to go to that level. Keep her nice. Personal advice. But what I'm saying is, he turned it around like this girl, her mom is the monster. And I personally reached out to her and asked, hey, come on the channel. She denied me for her daughter. But this showed the DM. And to make matters worse, I jump on the panel when that's being said, and she confirms it. This coward turns around and says the daughter's lying. And I don't. She doesn't know, because the daughter's like, what do you mean a drug overdose and there's a live? He doesn't have a sister. And she's keeping it 100% right. He goes, makes a live and says, oh, I haven't seen her since she's 2 years old. She don't know my sister. Well, that sounds good, but the problem is, the day your sister died, I just played the video. You don't sound like a grieving brother. I think your daughter's telling the truth. It's just like, this is a sad day for Minions. It's a sad day for the co-exploiter channels that hang on Bad Dad nuts. But at the same time, it's a win for the good ones who speak up. And I want to salute each and every one that does. I understand. I get it. I didn't understand when I first started doing this. I get it. And I'm going to try to help break the narrative in the next video that I do. To be honest, I'm tired of talking about Benny Keys. He's a piece of fucking shit, people. And that's just what it is. Don't believe every single story regarding him. That's horrific when it comes to YouTubers. Because trust me, I am fully gonna inform y'all, so you're up on date. I'm not saying about subscribers who have been doxxed. I'm not saying about everybody, but there's certain YouTubers that absolutely play both sides of the fence. And just like I can show you a picture, I'm gonna break it down. I'm tired of talking about this dude. He's a pussy. He's a bad dad. There's no excuse for this behavior. None. None. You make a child, you take care of it. If things don't work out with the mother, it doesn't give you a pass. You're in debt to your child. Not really in debt. You're obligated. You should want to love your child and be in her life. Don't ignore her. Make her feel guilty. Push the blame on the mother. It makes you more narcissistic and more of a scumbag, man. Listen, man, this type of shit gets me aggravated, man. I didn't want to go live tonight. I'm gonna wrap this dirtball up. Benny Keys, man, you're a pussy, bro. The first day you were in contact with me, I seen it. You're a bitch. Take care of your kids, bro. If you spend half the motherfucking time that you do on the internet, half the motherfucking time that you go live and focused on putting that time in your daughter's life, she wouldn't be on that channel. It's not the mother's fault, bro. You made the kid. Takes two to tango. Own up to it. Be a fucking man. You will forever be a coward in most people's eyes, man. Everybody ain't stupid, dude. I love y'all, man. This type of shit, it gets my blood going, man. And I gotta jump out there.